dogs of the Dow. Who let the dogs out? I know, I'll stop. Turns out we're at a market high, and what should I do now? You know, there are a lot of approaches to investing. Some of them really smart, some of them really dumb. Some better ones are buy and hold, but of course that begs the question, buy and hold what? Probably take your percentage as an age and make that the percentage in safe bonds. That's really a pretty good one. A lot of trends out there. Some are momentum investors. They like stocks that are going up. Value investors, they like stocks that have value because they pay a high dividend and then low in price. Some go for trends. Some like to pick stock. Boy, that one tends to be a loser. Well, there is one that tends to outperform in the long run, and it's called the dogs of the Dow. The Dow Jones average being some 30 stocks, biggies, and they like to invest in those that are high yield, and typically they look at the 10 high-yielding securities in the Dow Jones 30. And for comparison, here are charts across 1 year for the Dow Jones 30, for the NASDAQ, that's smaller companies, and the S&P 500, which is a much broader measure. And here are the top 7 yielding securities on the Dow 30, with Walgreens, called the Boots Alliance, reflecting their merger with a British drugstore. Next highest yield goes to Verizon Communications. Next is Dow Chemical, followed by Chevron, formerly called Chevron Texaco. Then we have Cisco Systems, followed by Johnson & Johnson. And the last of the 7 dogs of the Dow yielding 3% is IBM. Let's again look at our reference chart. Here's the Dow Jones Industrials itself, and the NASDAQ, smaller stocks, and finally the S&P 500. There are some benefits to owning high-yielding major stocks. Obviously, it's a bird in the hand instead of that 2 in the bush. Also because they're USA stocks and the income is coming in the form of dividends, you get the qualified USA dividend tax treatment, saving for most people 15% with DrCinvests.